I think during this pandemic.
During the pandemic.
So this pandemic has honestly been literally horrible for me.
So this pandemic has been like the greatest experience probably in my life for me. I feel like I'm gonna remember it for the rest of my life.
So for me, at first, the whole quarantine thing seemed rather distant and everything like, I thought, it'd stay in like China, maybe reach Hong Kong, other parts like that. Just the surrounding parts of Asia. I didn't think it was gonna come, to the US for sure.
I struggle a lot with loneliness, and this pandemic has just kind of like really emphasized on that and like kind of made it like really big, and it's just not good for the brain, for my brain.
Like before the pandemic, I was like pretty happy and like I could see like my friends and people a lot, and like I like seeing my friends and hanging out with people. And then after the pandemic, I just kind of like you're supposed to stay home, and just being home and just in my room with my thoughts, it's just not a very, I don't know, it's not very good for my mental health.
Because I'm so used to being around friends during the school day, it's kind of really hard to just be alone.
It felt very like lonely being at home. Like I had family, like I was around my family all the time, but I still felt like, oh, God, where are you? Or like, humanity, where are you? God, where are you?
It hit me more directly even when school and my brother's college, and they were saying, oh, we're gonna test out online school, and we're just gonna see how it goes, make sure that we're prepared for the future if we need to go to this. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool, whatever. We'll just test it out for like a week or whatever, and then we'll just be back on campus. And then that happened and didn't come back to campus, and I was like, oh, we're getting anything from our lockers and stuff and bringing it home because we're not going back this year. And I was just like really disappointed.
My perspective through this was kind of weird. It was like, what's going on? Like, why is this happening? And I just realized it didn't turn into a good thing, but I just tried to get the good stuff out of this not so good time.
It was just like, okay, we're gonna get up today, we're gonna stare at a computer screen for like 6 hours, and then we're just gonna be tired after that, and then we're not gonna do anything else. And it just like made me kind of fall in a slump of sorts.
I've always tried, for a while I prayed in the morning, like 30 minutes, which is really not a lot of time, but during school, especially high school, I was like, 30 minutes extra in the morning, like that means I have to get up 30 minutes earlier, it's a lot. So I kind of forgot about it, but I started doing that again this summer, which really helped. That was great. I felt like I grew in God a ton. I started reading the Bible too.
And I think one way I like found like God or like happiness was through music and like writing and stuff, because I always like to write down my feelings and like things like that, and I like to listen to music and stuff, so I feel like God really spoke to me through my writing and like my and like listening to music and just like things like that, because I don't know, I felt most at peace when I was writing, and like I felt like I was really like myself when I was writing and like listening to music and just like kind of sitting in my room like listening to music on my speaker and like writing. I feel like that was how God really spoke to me.
There's this phrase that I heard, it's like 24-hour prayer. So you're not just like praying in the morning, you're living your life as prayer. Like every moment you're awake, you're like in the mindset of praying.
When I look back over my life and I see all you've done for me,
God has just been like a steady comfort, and he's just been assuring me over and over, like, I'm here for you. And it's not like a forceful thing, just like, he's like, I'm here for you.
I kind of had this image, almost like a vision, but it was just like an image in my head that helped me get through it, where it's like that Greek god statue or something with like, it's like a statue holding like the world in its hands, or God, I don't know, but instead of the world, I felt like God was holding me in his hands, so like no matter what weight I had on me, it didn't matter because God was still holding me up. So like if I fall down with all this weight kind of on my shoulders, God's still holding me.
Been through danger, heartache, and trouble. And I thank the Lord that He rescued me. And I'm still here, and it's by the grace of God.
I've walked among the shadows, you wiped my tears away. And I felt the pain of heartbreak, and I've seen the brighter days. And I've prayed prayers to heaven from my lowest place. And I have held the blessings, God, you give and take away.
No matter what I have, your grace is enough. And no matter where I am, I'm standing in your love. On the mountains I will bow my life to the one who set me there. In the valley I will lift my eyes to the one who sees me there. When I'm standing on the mountain, I didn't get there on my own. When I'm walking through the valley, I know I am not alone. You're the God of the hills and valleys, hills and valleys, God of the hills and valleys, and I am not alone.
I've watched my dreams get broken, in you I hope again. No matter what, I know I'm safe inside your hand. On the mountains I will bow my life to the one who set me there. In the valley I will lift my eyes to the one who sees me there. When I'm standing on the mountain, I couldn't get there on my own. When I'm walking through the valley, I know I am not alone. You're God of the hills and valleys, hills and valleys, God of the hills and valleys, and I am not alone. Father, you give and take away every joy and every pain. Through it all, you will remain. Over it all, Father, you give and take away every joy and every pain. Through it all, you will remain. Over it all. On the mountains, I will bow my life. Yeah. In the valley, I will lift my eyes. Oh, on the mountains, I will bow my life to the one who set me there. In the valley, I will lift my eyes to the one who sees me there. When I'm standing on the mountain, I didn't get there on my own. When I'm walking through the valley, I know I am not alone. No, I'm not alone. And I know that I am not alone. You're God of the hills and valleys, hills and valleys, God of the hills, and I am not alone.
God of the hills,
God of the valleys, God of the hills.